High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, affects around a third of adults in the UK, while heart disease, which may be caused by this condition, claims more than 160,000 lives each year, according to the British Heart Foundation. Here's one breakfast food that may help lower your high blood pressure and the consequent risk of heart diseases, according to new research. The new study from the University of South Australia has identified yogurt as the new go-to for people who have high blood pressure. The Australian university has partnered up with the University of Maine to look at the link between eating yogurt and blood pressure. Their findings suggest that those with hypertension can benefit from the breakfast food as it can lower high levels. Science Daily reports that as little as dollop may help. Omicron variant, the unusual symptoms to spot that you won't recognize as COVID. The study notes that hypertension is a common condition, with more than 1 billion people living with high levels of blood pressure globally. The tricky thing about this condition is that it rarely shows symptoms, so the only way to know your levels for sure is to have it checked. Blood pressure is measured with two numbers, the systolic pressure and the diastolic pressure. According to the NHS, ideal blood pressure is somewhere between 90–60 mm of mercury, mmHg, and 120/80ths of a millimeter of mercury. Don't miss paracetamol side effects, the sign in your pee to stop using the popular painkiller, Informer Alzheimer's, the warm drink that could reduce your risk. The more you drink the better. Informer, Omicron symptoms, 7 early symptoms to spot and why they differ from the Delta variant. Informer, anything above 140/90ths of a millimeter of mercury is considered to be high blood pressure, the health service notes. The study researcher Dr. Alexandra Wade shares that dairy may help tackle this. The doctor said, dairy foods, especially yogurt, may be capable of reducing blood pressure. This is because dairy foods contain a range of micronutrients, including calcium, magnesium and potassium, all of which are involved in the regulation of blood pressure. Yogurt is especially interesting because it also contains bacteria that promote the release of proteins, which lowers blood pressure. The new study discovered that even a small amount of this breakfast food is linked to lower levels. Dr. Wade added, and for those who consumed yogurt regularly, the results were even stronger, with blood pressure readings nearly 7 points lower than those who did not consume yogurt. This research looked at 915 adults from the Maine Syracuse longitudinal study. The participants had to fill out a food frequency questionnaire. The study, similarly to the NHS, defined high blood pressure as 140/90ths of a millimeter of mercury or anything above. The research team says these findings should inform other studies to investigate the health benefits of yogurt further. If you're not sure what your blood pressure levels are, you can get your reading at your GP, some pharmacies and even workplaces. There are also blood pressure monitors available for at-home use.